morning, good afternoon, good evening, Jar of Marble dwellers and Jar of Marble curious. My name is Linda and this is Jar of Marbles and I'm Bob. You are. How are you, Bob?
I'm great. How you going?
Very good, thank you, Bob. This week, I'd like to talk a little bit about the sacred interior of an elder woman. When a woman begins her journey as an elder, it's not a specific day, is it? It's a gradual slide. It's not marked by a specific birthday or outward sign. It feels like a deep inward turning, a moment or a series of moments when we can feel the shift from striving to knowing. Yeah, knowing, way beyond from proving to being.
Is it hard being a woman?
Well, being a woman can be hard. You always want to buy something, slap someone, lose weight, or just eat something sweet.
Oh.
The sacred interior of a well-lived, mature, elder woman. In 2026, the sacred interior.
Oh, yes, now this sounds juicy.
Yes, well, the sacred interior of a well-lived, mature, elder woman is a place not easily described in language.
And yet here we are.
Oh, shut up, Bob. It's not merely a collection of memories nor the sum of decades survived. It's a richly textured landscape of wisdom, wounds, humour, and I would say grace. Her interior is not a quiet retirement from life, but a deeper entering into it. Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
So what's so special about getting older?
Well, random hair growth, that's very special.
Oh, godfathers.
Yeah, and being able to laugh at it because, you know what? We don't really care. The elder woman carries the kind of silence that humbles noise, not the silence of suppression, but the kind that comes after having spoken her truth 1,000 times in 1,000 ways, in joy and rage and ceremony and in heartbreak. It is absolutely all of that. So very much has been experienced, expressed, kept to yourself. An old age kind of creeps up on you. One day you're older, and it's bliss. We've been sold that being younger is the aim, the only way to be, except getting older is a part of the deal here. And I say yes, bring it on.
When a cougar gets so old she needs a hearing aid, she becomes a deaf leopard.
Oh, Pete would love that, my darling. Oh. Her words, when spoken now, are few and potent, tempered like steel, often paired with a softness. It's very much, at least for myself and my dear friends in my vintage and older, who all say, thank heavens we got here. We all aren't that lucky to say. Some of my dearest friends are widows and understand losing a husband is different to losing a parent or a child, a friend. They each come with their own individualised grief. Nothing could have prepared me for it, put me on my knees, and still does. Him and I have plenty to talk about when we get back together, and I'll be doing my share of haunting. Except I'm not joking. Time has made her both softer and stronger. My darling husband passed last year, and I miss him every hour of every day. It just proper sucks. So she has shed roles that once defined her as wife, mother, grandmother, full-time carer, singer, or whatever, not because they lost meaning, but because she no longer needs to become anything. She is. There is clarity now. Her identity is not built. It is revealed.
Revealed, you say?
Yeah, it's revealed only to those that bother to notice and only to those that she lets close to her.
Hey, if you're trying to impress me with your vehicle, better be a food truck.
Love it. Hashtag the sacred interior of an elder woman. I stopped the podcast for months as I was stricken with grief, simply that. And he had been ill for a long time and I was exhausted from my soul. But because my husband loved the podcast, I do it for him. He remains my inspiration and has shown himself since he's passed. It's been a mighty journey, I'll say that. So in her inner world lives an altar of experience. On it, the names of those she's lost and the laughter of those she's raised. The scent of places she's been, temples, oceans, kitchens, forests, hospital rooms. There are pages from books that changed her life and folded up letters she never sent.
I don't rise and shine, I caffeinate and coordinate.
Good to know, Bob.
Yeah, thought you might like to know that. Yeah.
There are scars too there, and each one a prayer in its own right.
Nice.
She knows how to listen to the land, the wind, to her body, to the pauses between the words of others. She trusts dreams and gut feelings. Her spirituality is not performative. It's worn like a skin, weathered, luminous, real.
Let me slip into something cosy like a coma or something.
Shut up. So the beauty of doing your own thing, liking yourself. How about that for a concept where you can genuinely like yourself because you know what you know and you know what the truth is, and that is all that matters. Whether she calls it God, goddess, ancestors, the earth, or simply love, whatever her sacred connection to the unseen world is no longer theory. It's lived reality. That it is, and so personal that even her most closest friends may not even have an inkling of it.
I might be bad at sit-ups and push-ups, but my fuck-ups are exquisite.
Oh, whoa, Bob. Tell us what you really think.
Well, I think I just did.
Technology hums all around her in 2026, but she's not defined by it. She just can't. Seen too much prior. Seen too many decades prior. She knows how to text, sure. She may even post on social media. But her truest language is presence.
That's really something.
I think so. She remembers a time when people sat together with no screens between them. She keeps that memory alive by embodying it. Her presence is medicine. This woman no longer fears being misunderstood. She doesn't care about the lies that people say. Who cares? She doesn't seek approval or apologise for her power. She wears her grey hair or not, and her stretch marks or not, and her boundaries like ceremonial garments. It's a gift of freedom that cannot be given by any external permission or acceptance or person. It is just her.
You know, I was thinking maybe my mum was right all those years ago.
Yeah?
Maybe I won't be happy until someone loses an eye. Maybe that's what I've been missing.
Maybe, Bob. Be my guest. She walks through the world as though her soul has weight, because it does. The sacred interior of this elder is not closed off. It is a garden that's still growing and developing, blooming, if you will.
Safety first, dwellers. Just kidding. Coffee first. Safety's like third or fourth.
Do like your priorities there, Bob.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I've spoke to many of my friends of friends who are of my vintage and beyond, and so I want to, moving forward in this episode, by talking in third person as opposed to I. So the elder years of a woman seeking to start a new business, find romance, or live differently can be a time of profound transformation and self-discovery. This period offers unique opportunities for personal growth and reinvention. Love it. Starting a new business, leverage accumulated knowledge and experience.
Sorry if I snapped at you before. My clothes felt weird and the temperature was too loud and my hair was touching me.
Oh, I feel you, Bob. So you could identify a market niche that aligns with personal passions. I mean, they're saying we are an ageing population, so direct your ideas and businesses to the elderly, say. Talk to your older relations or friends and ask them what would they love to have and isn't really readily available, or more of, or not enough of. There could be a gap in the market for you.
I wonder if clouds ever look down at us and say, look, that one's shaped like an idiot.
That would be a PT special. Embrace technology and digital platforms for business operations. Network with other entrepreneurs and join relevant business associations.
I love to offer moral support, but my morals are questionable at best.
Might be all right, Bob.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there are so many spaces worth exploring that suits you. Here are lots of examples and suggestions.
So, yeah, best you listen. She did hours of work of putting this together.
Oh, good on you, Bob. Consider mentorship programs to guide younger entrepreneurs pursuing romance. Explore online dating platforms designed for mature individuals. Engage in social activities and community events. There's so much to be found. Like even on Facebook, you can go into Marketplace and all those other areas, and there's all sorts of activities going on locally that you might feel called to attend and be a part of and meet like-minded people.
My bed is a magical place where I suddenly remember everything I was supposed to do. Yeah, it's a true story, yeah.
So be open about desires and expectations in relationships. Prioritise emotional connection and shared values. Embrace self-confidence and life experience as attractive qualities. Living differently. Reassess personal values and priorities. That's a beauty right there. The changes that have slowly taken place become who you are. another you.
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Then after that, still, please don't talk to me.
That can be arranged.
All right then. Thank you.
Explore new hobbies or revisit long-forgotten interests. So many of us leave behind interests once we get married and into relationships and have children.
Seems to be a part of the deal. Hey, why did the old lady bring a ladder to the barber shop? Because she wanted a high top fade.
That's quite good.
I know.
She might consider relocating to a new city or country for a fresh perspective. Did this as a younger woman when my kids were young, and it was a great experience. But as an elder, it is another kind of adventure again. Top tier.
Hey, why did the old man fall into the well? Couldn't see that well.
So, adopt a minimalist lifestyle to focus on experiences rather than possessions. Volunteer or engage in community service to find purpose and connection. This phase of life can be an exciting journey of self-discovery, offering you opportunities to redefine personal identity, pursue long-held dreams, and create a fulfilling lifestyle that reflects accumulated wisdom and newfound freedom.
Hey, don't mess with old people because life in prison is no longer really a deterrent.
So an elder woman stands at a crossroads, acutely aware of societal expectations that could easily confine her. She feels the weight of traditional roles and the comfort of familiar routines pulling at her. Yet beneath this, powerful, inexplicable calling stirs within her soul. This calling defies easy categorization or explanation. It's a visceral urge to break free from the mould, to explore uncharted territories of her identity and her potential.
You know you're old when your back goes out more than you do.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The path ahead is shrouded in uncertainty with no clear roadmap or guaranteed outcomes. Despite the lack of a path of next steps, the woman feels an unwavering conviction that she must listen to this inner voice. It resonates with a strength and clarity that overshadows her doubts and fears. This calling speaks to unexplored aspects of herself, promising growth, adventure, and fulfillment beyond the boundaries of her current life. The elder woman recognises that embracing this calling means stepping into the unknown. It requires courage to challenge ingrained habits and others' expectations. So it's not that simple.
What do you call someone who's happy on Monday?
I don't know what.
Retired. Retired. Yeah, all right.
Yes, the alternative, ignoring this profound inner urging, feels increasingly impossible as she contemplates her next move. The woman draws strength from her life experiences and hard-earned wisdom. Hard-earned, all right. When you've passed through messy times, your eyesight is keener than ever. You get to choose everything, and what a relief that is.
Finally got my head together. Now my body's falling apart.
Oh, Bob, stop it. So she understands that true growth often lies beyond comfort zones, and that is so true. While the specifics of her journey remain unclear, she trusts in her ability to navigate challenges and find her way. This calling represents a chance for reinvention, for living authentically, and for leaving a legacy that transcends conventional notions of an elder woman's role.
I'm not retired, I'm a full-time nap enthusiast.
That you are.
You do like your naps? I do like my naps, I do, yeah.
It's an opportunity to inspire others by demonstrating that personal growth and bold new beginnings have no age limit. In her inner world lives an altar of experience. On it, the names of those she's lost, the laughter of those she's raised, the scent of places she's been. She knows how to listen, and I think that it's obviously a privilege, and no maniac can take that away. Well, they can try, but the sacred interior of this elder is not closed off. It's a garden still in bloom. Even as autumn nears, she welcomes the younger with open hands, not to fix them or teach them, but to witness them. She knows her role now is less about doing and more about being available, being wise, being true. It is a beautiful time, and if luck is still on side, then health is still on side, rather, then you are a lucky duck. She is not just ageing. Ageing?
She's not just ageing.
Shut up. She's not just aging, she's ripening.
Ah, there you go, ripening.
You like that, Bob?
Yeah, I do. What do you really think about getting older?
At my age, Bob, if I walk into a room and remember why I'm there, that is a win. And in the quiet, the fierce truth of her being, she is an oracle of what it means to live well, love deeply, and die ready. This transition is not about age alone. It's not a numbers game. There's an alteration in how I'm carrying my years, a knowing, an honesty, and a grace. I've spoke to many of my friends of friends who are in my age group and older. And so I want to, moving forward in this episode, just keep on reiterating that, life is there to be lived, and I'm so grateful for that. I love being older and have earned my place here. Life, bring it on. I'm here for it. In many cultures, the elder woman is honoured as the keeper of stories, a guardian of tradition, a healer, a seer. In a world obsessed with the new and the fast, she is a reminder of the enduring and the essential. Her intuition is honed, her sense of justice sharp, and her laughter, when it comes, is just rich with memory.
Yes, I've reached the age where my train of thought often leaves the station without me. Train of thought. Yeah, I like that one.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
To become an elder is to become a threshold. Others will come to her for guidance, for blessing, for clarity. She may walk more slowly, but her vision stretches further. She does not need to chase relevance. She is relevant simply by standing in the fullness of who she has become. The journey is not always easy. In societies that worship youth, she may feel invisible before she feels revered, but invisibility can be a kind of freedom too. It allows her to move beyond the gaze of others and return to herself, and I do love that. From there, her true eldering begins, not as a role imposed, but as a calling answered.
As Terry Pratchett said, inside every old person is a young person wondering what happened.
I like it. The elder woman becomes not just older, but eldest, not just wise, but wisdom bearing. And in that becoming, she lights the path for those behind her.
I don't feel old. I don't feel anything till noon. Then it's time for my nap.
Love that. That was a quote from Bob Hope.
Yeah, it was.
So the deep inner turning of a wise elder woman in the final stage of life, there does come a point, often quietly and without ceremony, where a woman who has lived many seasons begins to turn inward, not out of retreat, but out of reverence. She has long walked the outer path, raised children, loved and lost, broken and mended, built and surrendered. Her hands have known both labour and blessing.
I've managed to complete the first item on my bucket list.
Oh, yeah?
I bought a bucket. Hey, and you're getting old when you notice your grandkids are going grey.
Oh, steady on. It's enough your kids are going grey. So her heart has known both grief and great joy. Now in the late twilight of her life, she turns toward the sacred interior. This is not a turning away from the world, but just turning towards something much deeper, much more interesting, and much more profound. And as I've said, we no longer feel the need to explain ourselves. We let you believe whatever you've decided your truth is. We really don't care. You live with the lie, not us.
True that. How do you sleep at night? Well, I'll tell you what.
Like a baby, Bob, absolutely. The ego, once useful, has grown quieter, like a fire that has served its purpose and now rests in glowing embers. She senses the approach of something fast, not fearful, not final, just full. She begins to unweave the story of her life, not to forget it, but to free herself from its tight threads. The roles she's played, as I've said, grandmother, mother, daughter, lover, healer, teacher, wife, fall away like leaves in autumn. What remains is essence, the soul in its bare truth. She is no longer seeking to be seen, but to see, with clarity, with softness, with the wide eyes of wisdom.
As I've grown older, I've learnt that pleasing everyone is impossible, but pissing everyone off is a piece of cake.
Pure gold, Bob.
Yeah.
If you've got the time, the patience, go for gold, I say. Her body, though slower, becomes a temple. And all the, we've heard these artistic reference to women's, wrinkles as artistic. Well, I think that's up to the individual to think that. She no longer races, she watches. So it's learning to let go, and it's not without pain. She says goodbye over and over to dear friends, to places, to loved ones, to younger versions of yourself. And there's also a sweetness, a homecoming, and it is sweet. She understands now that the great task was never about accomplishment, but about becoming more spacious, more still, and more real. Sometimes she speaks less, other times she speaks truths no one else dares say. Her words carry weight, not because they're loud, but because they're born of lived knowing. She becomes a well others draw from, a presence, not a persona.
Tell me more.
Well, as an elder woman, I have learnt this quiet truth. We let the fools believe their lies. We do not fight them, because battle feeds their hunger. We do not explain, because wisdom does not beg to be understood. People know what they're doing, and we all know that. So many people know that. Time has taught us what youth could not, that peace is not won by winning arguments. I think sometimes people think they're going to live forever, and I also think that they think they're going to get away with the things that they do. So we just gather our dignity and we just turn away. We lift our heads and we walk away. And in that walking, there is power. And in that silence, there is freedom.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Absolutely. Yes. And eventually, if she is blessed, she begins to make peace with the unknown, not just accept it, but open to it. She tastes mystery like honey on her tongue. Death is no longer a thief in the night, but an old companion walking beside her. She does not hurry him or her, but she does not fear him or her either. It's something to hold dear and not fear.
Hey, that rhymed.
It did. And this is the sacred turning of the elder wise woman. It is the final flowering spiral inward. And at that centre of that spiral is not an ending, but a doorway, an opening into whatever lies beyond, wide as eternity, quiet as grace. Yes, the sacred interior is that precisely. It's just that. Sacred. And so this ends another episode.
No!
Yes, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Yeah, I did.
It's good to be back. And thank you to all of my friends around the world who have emailed me, kept in touch through my journey of loss and your reassurances. Did you love it, Pete? Good, darling.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, did you love it?
No, not Bob, Pete.
Yeah, Pete, did you love it?
I know he did. So say good day to the family for me. Give the boa constrictor a zippity-doo-dah. And we'll see you next time, okay? Okay then. Bye.
Bye!